welcome back to another episode. And in this episode, I didn't really have much to say, or I didn't think I do, so I'm just going to yap and tell you about my week. One thing that I was thinking about this week, which is actually kind of funny, is like how your priorities change when you are in love with someone or when you are in love with someone or love someone. And even this topic in general makes me cringe, but I find it very interesting, and I like talking about relationships and love and dating when it comes to being disabled, because a lot of people just don't talk about it, and a lot of people perceive it as like a taboo subject or something that you shouldn't talk about. So I like talking about it because I think it's fun, and I mean, everyone dates, everyone has relationships, and why shouldn't disabled people? But yeah, I met my girlfriend's mother for the first time a week ago. Is it a week ago? Yeah, a week ago, which was very fun. And what made me laugh so much is like, I felt like my whole life that was something that I'd be so stressed out about doing or like worried about. But when it actually came to the day of, like, I had no worries about it. I was so chill. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna meet her mum and like talk about her and stuff and my life, and it was just so normal and natural. So that was also very different than what I thought it was going to be, because I thought I'd be like really nervous to do it, and I was nervous, but not in the sense that I'm meeting her mum, but in the sense that it's almost not someone judging me, but like she is kind of judging me in a way. But that was my only worry, is that I was like, oh, another person's gonna judge me. But then I also have convinced myself over time that I don't really care about other people's opinions. Obviously, I care about people that know me and are in my circle, but because as a disabled person you're judged so much generally, I've just taught myself to not care about anyone's opinions. And in that way, I'm protecting myself and my soul so that I don't get hurt in any way from like hate comments or anything. So I think because I convinced myself that I just don't really care what people think of me anymore, that took away the nerves, so I wasn't nervous at all, which was quite nice. But then also I did like, and it's so stupid because I never would have done this if it wasn't for her. But I had basically, the plan was that I was going to get up on that day, stay overnight, and then come back the next morning. But then I ended up having to work that day, and then I also had riding the next day. But I didn't want to cancel, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna still do everything. I'm gonna go to work, and then I'll drive to her, or see her mum, and then I'll drive back home. Which is a pretty normal thing to do, except she lives 3 hours away. So I drove 3 hours there and met her mum and saw a show, and then drove 3 hours back home, and then got up and rode the next morning. And surprisingly, I thought that I'd be really tired, but I actually handled the driving quite well, which surprised me actually, because it is a lot of driving. But the things you do for people you love, I guess. Do you know what? The reason why I drove I think I drove like 6 hours in one day and actually enjoyed it is because while I'm driving, I listen to concerts and podcasts. So I have a method now where on the way there I'll listen to a podcast, because that's usually when I'm most like not awake, but like I'm most likely to listen to a podcast on the way there. So I listened to 2 podcasts, and what else did I do? Oh, the podcast was about how to use language. What was it? It was about linguistics in cults and how to use language to influence people's minds and get them to like follow your lead like you're in the cult. It was very interesting. I actually learned quite a lot from it. It was a very odd choice, but I enjoyed the podcast. And then I also listened to another podcast, but I don't remember what it was. I normally listen to Shits and Gigs, or I listen to Closet Confessions, but they're currently on a break. So I'm gonna start listening to Sorrel's podcast on YouTube instead, because she's from Closet Confessions, but I've listened to all the episodes already, so I need to widen my podcast pool. But then on the way back, because I thought I need the music to like jam to on the way back. So on the way back, I listened to concert recordings on YouTube, and I listened to Billie Eilish's concert for Tiny Desk, and then I also listened to Billie Eilish's isolated vocals for her album. And first of all, I wish more artists did isolated vocals for everything, because it's so otherworldly to only hear the vocals. It's so beautiful, and especially at night when you're driving like on the motorway, and it's very like serene and quiet, and you're just listening to like the vocals of someone. It's so nice. I enjoyed it so much, to the point where like I didn't care how long I was driving. I didn't care, like I wasn't even worried about the driving. I was just enjoying the vocals, and especially because you're on the motorway, it's just a straight line, so you can just enjoy the surroundings and the vocals, and it's so beautiful. So I'll definitely be doing that again, for sure. And I really wish people did more isolated vocals of their albums, because it is so beautiful. So, I could not recommend it more. It's so nice. If you're in a car or driving anywhere for a long time, put on any isolated vocals or any orchestra instrumentals of a song, and it's the best drive you'll ever have. It's so good. So I listened to her 2 concerts and her isolated vocals, and that drive could have been 8 hours long, and I would not have noticed at all. And then for the last hour, because I needed more hype music, I listened to Kendrick Lamar and Tyler, the Creator. Those 2 guys, they did something with these albums. They did something. That shit gonna get me a speeding ticket one day. Oh, so good. If you haven't, okay, my favorite tracks to listen to in the car are Not Like Us and Sticky, because my car has really good bass, so it just hits. If you haven't listened to those songs, go listen. But also, another song that I just did listen to today, which is actually so good, it's called See Through by Amelia Moore, I think. But she has a remix with Coco Jones, Absolutely, so there's an artist called Absolutely, and she is Ray's younger sister. She's amazing. I saw her at the O2 this year. She's very similar to Ray in the way that they sing, but she's more indie style. But one thing that I also love is she still has her British accent. And I only just realised this today, but I actually love hearing like singers with British accents, because it just sounds like, I don't know, I just noticed the accent more, and it sounds more like home, and like, it sounds more like music to me. Like, I think because everything that we listen to has American accents, or like in TV, the actors are American. When the singers or actors aren't American, it just sounds more like personal to me, and it makes me actually listen to the song or listen to the actor more. So I absolutely love that song. And yeah, it's a medium more see-through remix with Coco Jones, absolutely. And there's one other artist on there, but I can't remember her name. But amazing song, love it. What else? Oh, I also heard that Kalani and, is it Sexy Red, came out with a Christmas song. Is it Sexy Red? I think it's Sexy Red. But crazy combination. I need to listen to that, but I also need to listen to Rosé's new album. Rosé's new album, which is called Rosie. But that's on my listen list. But I feel like I want to listen to it. I want to listen to it all the way through. So I'm waiting for a day where I'm going on a long drive so that I can listen to the whole album. And that's typically how I listen to albums now. Is like, I wait until I'm driving somewhere and I'll play the whole album. But that's also on my to-do list. Like, I never would have done that in any other circumstance. But I guess it changes you when you're dating someone. But anyway, that was one thing that made me kind of laugh as I was looking back on my week, was how I don't even know what to call it, how I've changed basically because I'm dating someone, and how my priorities, that was it, how my priorities have changed since dating someone. But I still think it's because I like to do everything. Like, one thing that I always committed to myself was that I wasn't going to let anything get in the way of my riding, and I wasn't going to let anything get in the way of doing my job and doing it well. So I'm just sticking to those commitments, because even though I added another thing on my roster, I guess, I still want to be able to do everything, and I still want to be able to build new connections, but also maintaining the ones that I have, and maintaining the goals that I have with riding and with work. So it just gotta adapt and learn. And yeah, but looking back on the week, that was something that made me laugh, actually. Another thing that I've enjoyed this week is the amount of times that I've listened to Defying Gravity. Obviously, Cynthia and Ariana version, but I listened to that song so many times, and you know what is the best thing about this whole movie soundtrack is that I put it on while I'm doing. I put on the soundtrack while I'm doing my chores, and it makes the whole thing so much easier, because I can just sing and dance while unloading the laundry or unloading the dishwasher or something, and then suddenly I'm just in my own musical, and I'm not really annoyed that I have to do laundry or that I have to do the dishes. I'm just enjoying singing and dancing in my kitchen, which is the best thing. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure my mum's gonna get fed up of hearing Defying Gravity by the end of, like, this year. But I love it. And I was singing at the top of my lungs while I'm doing the dishes. And because I know how long the song is, I know that if I put on Popular and Defying Gravity, then that's about 10 minutes. So I can get my chores done in that 10 minutes. So it's basically a timer. I just race against the clock, but also to sing and dance, and it's the best thing ever. I did the dishwasher at like 11 p.m. last night, which I never would do. I would normally leave it until the next day. But I put on Defying Gravity and I flew through it. It was amazing. And I even had time to hit the battle cry at the end. I love it. It was the best. What else can I talk about this week? I literally don't even know. Ugh. Oh, okay. Another thing that has happened this week is that I've started my new job, which is I'm a operational administration for a charity called Amelia. And I mean, first of all, I'm not really an admin person, but I am good at it. I'm good at doing other people's admin. I'm just not good at doing my own admin. So it made me laugh because, like, I never would have thought that I'd work in admin, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm having to figure out how, because before I worked freelance, so I had my own hours and my own schedule, so I could work in between riding or in between different projects that I was doing. So it was a lot easier. I mean, this job is still part-time and it is pretty flexible. Like, I work 2 or 3 days a week, and depending on my hours, but it's really flexible. I'm just going to work very well next year when it comes to competing and being on the road travelling. It means that I can still work while I'm at competitions or work around the competition. So it is very useful for that still. I'm just having to adjust to the early hours. I know you're probably thinking, as a horse girl, I should be used to early hours. I've never been an early girl. I'm like an evening girl. I can stay up late. That's my thing. I don't really do early mornings. Even when I did my horse on DIY livery, I struggled with the early mornings. Like, I would be there and I would get up, but I would not be conscious or like a nice person to be around until probably 10 p.m. So I'm still getting used to having to be up early and be in the office and talk to people at such an early hour of the morning that it's going to take some getting used to. I think I'm going to be having lots of coffee in the next like few months, just to hopefully quicken that process in the morning. But other than that, it's actually been quite a good handover and adjustment to office life. I really never thought that I'd be an office person because I don't like being in the office. But the office that we are in is really quiet and small, and there's only 1 day of the week where everyone on the workforce is in the office, and even that is like 5 people, so it's very quiet and it's not too much for me. I haven't got overstimulated yet, which is nice. The only thing that I have struggled with is sitting at a desk for so long, because one thing that I didn't realise is that before, when I was freelance, I was so active and like moving around a lot, and even if I was working, I'd be working either on the sofa or on my chair at home, or I'd be out and about at a cafe. So having to sit at one desk for like the whole day, my body did not love that to start off with. So I'm figuring out ways to also keep moving throughout the day and also just not fuck up my back, because my back is very sensitive with, like, different positions and, like, changes of routine. And if my back gets tight or my back goes, then everything else goes. So I have to be very careful with my back. But I did get it fixed. Well, not fixed. I got a foot massage last week to undo whatever I did. And then this week I bought a new chair for the office that should be better than the one that we have. And then I've also got a standing desk, so I've just been standing up a lot more and moving around so that I don't get stiff. And that seems to have worked, so I think that'll be my new routine going into the new year. But yeah, it's been a bit of a adjustment to get used to it all, but I'm actually enjoying it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what the next year brings, really. For my update on the Christmas spirit, I still don't have it. It just really doesn't feel like Christmas at all. Right now when I'm recording this, Christmas is 4 days away. And I wanted to say I could not care less, but I feel like that's a bit too much. But I really, nothing is different, nothing feels more jolly, there's no decorations, like, in our house. I don't really enjoy listening to Christmas music. I watched one Christmas film, and it was bad. It was bad, I didn't enjoy it. What else have I done that isn't Christmassy? I don't know, I haven't been able to get into the Christmas spirit this year, but I think this year is not just me, like, it feels like everyone should not really as bothered about Christmas this year, or, like, getting into the Christmas spirit. I even tried to go and get, like, an outfit for Christmas today, and I just couldn't find anything that I liked, or there wasn't really anything Christmassy, and I also begrudged buying, like, a Christmas-themed outfit, because then I can only wear it once a year in December, so I tend to not buy Christmas clothes. I gave myself the ick then because I sounded so Brazilian, but certain words catch me out, and the Brazilian that comes out. It is quite funny, actually. But yeah, I'm still not in the Christmas spirit, and I don't think I will be, but I don't need to be honest. There's no need. But yeah, I literally don't know what else to talk about, other than I'm meant to be going to the gym straight after this. Do I want to go? No, not one bit. Do I have to go? Yes, unfortunately I do. Why do I have to go? Because I'm now an athlete, and I have to keep fit, even at Christmas, which saddens me. But it has to be done. I'm not going to do too much today because I really don't have the energy for it, but a little bit every day is something. So I'll do a little bit of something. And then after that, I'm going to go get a tan, because I feel very pale in winter, and I enjoy being tanned. So I think I'm going to do a little self-care. I'm going to get myself a tan so that I feel better about myself. And yeah, that's my evening. I haven't done any Christmas wrapping or Christmas presents, so I also have to do that within the next few days. I haven't even got all my family gifts, which I feel bad for, but also, like, I think I can get away with it for a few more years. I'm young enough for them not to care, but old enough to that, like, if I give them a little something, they're still grateful. So I think I got a few more years before I'm, like, a proper adult where I have to buy everyone gifts individually, which I'm not looking forward to, honestly. But I'm going to enjoy the time while I can get away with it at least. And that's probably it, because I have nothing else to talk about. But yeah, that has been my week. Not that interesting, but I'm sure there'll be something in there for you to listen to. But I'll probably see you next week. I might have a guest, I think. Next week it'll be the week of Christmas. So I'm probably going to be with my family. And I might do a vlog, I might do a podcast. We shall see. But thank you all for listening. Again, always, don't forget to like and to subscribe. Leave a comment on whatever platform you're on. If you have anything in particular that you'd like me to do a podcast on, or any guest that you would like me to get on, no one is off limits. Leave a comment below or DM me, and I will make it happen, because I really want to, do more of this. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye, guys. No, I gotta go to the gym.